Hey there, Mac users and Mac Automators. This is Bakari Shavanu with Mac Automation Tips. Hey, in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to use Keyboard Maestro to trigger menu items in the background as you type. You definitely want to check out this productivity tip. All right, let me show you what I mean by triggering a menu item in the background application. So say for example, I'm kind of typing away in a note or text document or whatever, and I wanted to play iTunes, but I don't want to stop and have to, kind of activate iTunes, use the cursor to go to the menu item or use the keyboard shortcut, to trigger the play or pause in iTunes. So basically what I would do while I'm typing, all I have to do is type this here, and you see that Keyboard Maestro triggers in the background, and then I can just do this again to pause it. And that's all I have to do. And what's that's called is called a string trigger. And basically string triggers trigger like, they trigger keystrokes, they trigger menu items, they can trigger, different things like that. And it's done and put together in Keyboard Maestro. So let me show you how I put it together. And the Keyboard Maestro is a very powerful application. I've done several articles on it, and you can go on my website, MacAutomationTips.com, and look in the category of Keyboard Maestro, and you'll see several articles about how to use it. So basically the setup, let me just kind of show you how to put it together really quick. Here's how it looks, but I'll just show you how to walk you through it. So you're going to start with the new macro, and say pause for play iTunes, right? And then when you go here, Keyboard Maestro has several triggers, and they have hotkey trigger, global palette triggers, a lot of them, but they have one called string trigger. And string triggers means that you're going to assign a set of characters to trigger the particular macro. And typically the character should not be a real word, because when it's triggered, it's going to it's going to trigger the macro, and then it's going to kind of like quickly delete the characters that you type, as you just saw. All right, so then you're going to add an action in order to trigger that action. So one of the actions in Keyboard Maestro, one of the most used ones, is called type a keystroke, and by default is return, but we're going to change it because in iTunes you use the space bar to play and pause in iTunes. Now you're going to, if you're in iTunes, this is what you would use. But if you want to send this particular keystroke to the background, you go over here to this gear button here, and you're going to go to send to, and then you're going to select iTunes right there, and that right there will send this keystroke in the background. Now this won't work in all applications, because some applications expect the application to be in the front in order to accept the keystroke. So you have to kind of play around with it and see which ones work, but it does work for iTunes. Another example is one I just created for mail. If I wanted to create a new email in the background, I type MNL. I think that's what it was. I just created this one, so I can't remember. Let me remember what it was. Thought I remembered that one. Let's see, there it is. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. So it's NML right here, and it creates a new email in the background, and I can go right on ahead and start typing. So when you begin to get the power of string triggers, it opens up just a lot of possibilities. I have probably over 100 different string triggers for different things that I do inside applications as well as outside an application. So very powerful. If you're not familiar with Keyboard Maestro, this is a good reason for why you should download it for a trial and get started playing around with it. All right, so I hope you liked that particular tip. And if you did, give me a thumbs up in the bottom there. Give me a comment, ask a question. And definitely, if you're not a subscriber to Mac Automation channel, definitely do so today. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks a lot.